It was only opened in 2020, but quickly became one of the league's most recognizable venues. You're looking at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California. Today, we have an all-AFC meeting between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Los Angeles Chargers. Here to begin this one is Cameron Dicker. And here we go from L.A. He fields it from the 8. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. Now after that play, we have somebody banged up down there. Injuries never a welcome sight so close to the end of the season. They're out to attend to him. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40.
Let's see, Kate. Establish a run, cash in on the opening drive, and play from in front. That's a dream scenario to any contest. And runs like that, it gets the ball rolling.
Quite the start to that drive, huh, partner? First play sets him up at the 38. First down, and they go right back to it. He's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be 2nd down.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Bails out of the pocket quick. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Tried getting it to Emeka Egbuka. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Kate, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Bombers.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. It's complete. This is Egbuka. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. He picks up 15 on the play. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
There's the fake. Here's Nix. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Well, we see the medical staff headed out there now. We're going to get a timeout as they handle an injured player. Not what you want to see so close to the end of the season. After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Nix off the play action. It's Egbuka on the slant. And nothing doing after the catch, but a good gain on it. They're down to the 35. They gain 11 on that play. And the Steelers have a 1st down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
They just keep working it forward early. We've got 1st and 10 now from the 35. Play action with Nix. Ooh, that one's nearly intercepted. The defense read that one perfectly. A poor choice to make that throw. Second down coming up.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Not the way you want to start your game, but the pick was dropped, so the opening drive continuing now with second down. On the draw, it's Pacheco. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Tackle made by Elijah Molden.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
All right, they need 7 here on third down on what is the 9th play of this drive.
Captain. Throw.
Third and long, they're going to throw. He rolls to his right. And that one's too far in front of him, so now they're facing fourth down.
Tendencies tend to show themselves, Kate, and really come to life on third downs. Right? They want to go to their best receiver. Defense knows it. They know that tendency. They double it, and they make the play.
And they apparently don't want a field goal to start this game. They want 6. They're going for it. Going for it on fourth. Nix. And it's a turnover to begin their game. That's incomplete on fourth, and it's going to go over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Nearly starts the drive with a first down run. Stopped a yard short, gain of 9.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
First down carry, got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1.
Set.
Back-to-back carries here. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
1st and 10 now from the 46. Another carry for him. And he's tackled downfield, but look back where that flag rests. Yep, we got a flag in the backfield. I don't think this one's going to stand.
Check the doors, check the windows, and pull the blinds. I check the clock, wondering what he'll pull this time. I have a feeling that necromancer's outside, and I'm just trying to stay quiet. I don't state much, that's crazy. How'd you know that? Keep myself up, that's maybe how you know that. Ooh, promises and contracts. I used to keep. I don't state much, that's crazy. How'd you know that? Keep myself up, that's maybe how you know that. Ooh, my hallucination. I used to see. Wake up and I found out, did it change up? Wait, did it change up? Is it light up? Yeah, did it find out? Better walk around the edge of the room in the bed with my arm on face. Face around, better try to breathe. Face around, face around. I check the doors, check the windows, and pull the blind. I check the clock, wondering what he'll pull this time. I have a feeling that necromancer's outside, and I'm just trying to stay quiet. I don't state much, that's crazy. How'd you know that? Keep myself up, that's maybe how you know that. Ooh, promises and contracts. I used to keep. I check the clock, wondering what he'll pull this time. I have a feeling that necromancer's outside, and I'm just trying to stay quiet. Keep myself up, that's maybe how you know that.
We are just a couple miles east of the LAX airport, just off the 405 and the 105 at the beautiful SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the LA Chargers. Get us started now, the kicker Chris Boswell, and we are underway in Southern California. The lane opens here. He's past the 30, and they'll have very good starting field position as he's out just shy of the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Taken down at the 42. We look at this Steeler defense. They enter play one from the bottom, number 31 in the league, Charles, against the run.
And the focus now is making sure that they're hitting on all cylinders as they head into the playoffs. And that means they've got to stop the run better, because playoff football often means running football. So they've got to be prepared for that.
Over the middle, complete. That's Pineda. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Set.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Pineda. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2. The Chargers had 4-11 on the year. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here, and it kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
They'll keep it on the ground. Pineda. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Out of the gun, Herbert. Open man right side, that's McConkey. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Herbert changing things up. Back to throw here. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the Chargers will jump on top with the game's 1st score here this afternoon. You'd have to imagine for a team that's lost 3 straight games, scoring first in this 1st quarter has to feel pretty good.
It has to feel great for them, and also it's a nice signal to the rest of the team, because we talk about complementary football all the time. So they've now signaled to the defense, now signaled to the kicking game, hey, we're here to play in this one. We're going to do our part. Let's see if you guys will do the exact same, and we can break this losing streak.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. A strong running. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM that always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive. He comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him. And I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6.
Line. Ray. Ready.
Here's Herbert. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. His first catch, good for 9 in the first down. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. But those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Set.
Herbert now. And he's got his man on the out route. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Well, design run for their wideout. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
No lack of guts at all on that one. Normally in this situation in the red zone, that type of play isn't run, but I think they're trying to catch the defense off guard and also break tendency. No one really runs that type of a play. Guess what? We are. Let's see how you handle it.
12. 380.
Herbert. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chargers are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And it's now 14-0. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. Oh, good move. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question, down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Let's start the drive here with Pacheco. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Defensively, Harrison Phillips there to stop it. When you talk about the defense for these Chargers, this crew against the pass, it's been a real struggle. Second from the bottom in the NFL, number 31.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Nix to the air. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Throwing Nix. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
The Waitman now to punt as he sends this one away. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Set. 380. 21. Go.
On 1st down, it's Pineda. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Charger football to start quarter number 2, as they've got it 2nd down and 12.
Set. Delta, stop. Go. Hey, Kappa. Set.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Kappa.
Here's Herbert. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Chargers take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And it's now 21-0. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. Oh, look at him. Now a hit and a loose football. Well, they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. That's to Bash over the middle. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Herbert going to change the play here. Up the middle they go. Pineda looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Here now, 3rd and a yard. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. On 3rd down, it's Pineda. And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
Back to throw here, Herbert. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Crowd right. Go.
Now it's Herbert. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Chargers. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Chargers are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point try now from Dicker. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Score, Chargers 28, Steelers nothing. Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Elijah Molden up to make the stop. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
Pacheco gets it again on second down. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
3rd and 5.
Joe. Hold on, son. Ready.
To throw, here's Nix. He'll try and do this himself. A wild throw there, and it is intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10.
They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way, and the head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
The Charger drive about to get going. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
Go.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 60 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. They just look like they're having fun out there. Big lead. There's another big play on the big run. I mean, they can't be stopped.
I'm a little bit older than you, as you well know, partner, and you tend to tell me that all the time. But there used to be a big-time song, and the lyric was, summertime and the living is easy. Right now, it's football time, and the running is easy for this crew.
Motion. Ready.
Well, now they'll try the end around. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
So many play callers in the red zone worry about the negative effects of a play that they're about to call. But this guy, all he's worried about is gaining yardage and putting the ball in the hands of his playmakers.
Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. That's his 19th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers open the lead up to 34-0. Dicker down to tack on the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Steelers, nothing.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Across midfield. And he's going to get this down inside the 40 before he's finally ridden out of bounds. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. Given 42 yards on the ground. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On play action, here's Nix. Oh, Everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take over here up near the 40.
Mixes pass.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
Set. Black 80, black. Set.
They run the counter. Pineda. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. They'll come up now 3rd and 9.
Baylor Tiger. Baylor Tiger. Set. Kappa, Kappa, Kappa. Set.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Pineda. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 87 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Set. Grenade. What is it?
They'll run on 1st down. Pineda. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 46-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Pineda. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
Set. Go.
On 3rd down, Pineda. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
A 56-yard attempt.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. Okay, so the personal foul penalty. And those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it 1 more time, so make sure you get in shape. Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon, and that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Pineda. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. great effort there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chargers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And a rout is on here in this first half.
42. Steelers, nothing.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Cameron Dicker to kick off the Chargers.
The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. A nice little juke. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
The first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to put...
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. That one is going to sting. First play of the 3rd quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this 3rd quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial. What an advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
21. White 80. Ready.
They'll keep it on the ground. Pineda down to the 25. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now 3rd down and 7.
Black 80. Black.
On a delay of game there, they could not get the playoff in time.
Frustrating for the head coach, frustrating for the offense. Sometimes you have to get the play call in a little bit quicker.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Set. Set.
Up the middle they go. It's Pineda. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first.
He was brought down.
It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to make it 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. And that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Well, the disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So, the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise, they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook. The bottom line is, don't quit competing.
From the 24 now, here's a 2nd and 9. They run it with Pacheco from the gun. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. To throw is Nix. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
You can see the thought process there. With his speed, they were hoping he could pop one. Instead, the coverage was good, and they forced the incompletion.
The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. And they'll begin by running the option. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper at a 1st down.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
He's going to keep this again. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 6.
Set. Ready.
Now a handoff up the middle. Pineda. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Got to get to the 26 for a 1st. This is 3rd down.
Set. Go.
Now the first carry here for the running back. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. This offense #1 in the NFL in picking up 1st downs, and their run game got them another one there.
A really good stat to lead the league in, isn't it? Because if you keep picking up 1st downs, sustaining drives, that means you're controlling the football, controlling the clock, and letting your defense rest on the sidelines.
Set. Set.
Right back to him on 1st down. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Set.
On second down, they'll run it here.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers are pouring it on.
Well, on the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. With the lead that they built here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game.
They certainly have. Makes me think that their week of preparation was excellent. And they flowed into this game, and it carried over. And right now, I don't expect them to back off at all. They're playing so well, they just want to keep it going.
This taken in at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side, 2nd and 7. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against the secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game.
Working out of the gun is Nix.
And this is going to be incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at him that this offense is a frustrating unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
And now a low liner. I think he mishit him. Taken right around the 44. Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
On 1st down, it's Pineda. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 7.
Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And that was some effort, but it would appear that he's going to come up about a yard short. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll make it second down.
This game just keeps evolving and changing, doesn't it? You got a tight end who can move around a lot. Not necessarily using a big body on him. Sometimes you take a corner, a better cover guy, and put him on him and try and take him out of the game as we've seen in this one.
You're exactly right. They've taken him out of the game. That was just his first catch. Big reason they're losing right now.
And good work there in open space. He's got this all the way down now to the 32. 70 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
And the Steelers first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
They'll go play action with Nix.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now it's Nix.
Wide open receiver complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now, but as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before they close out the ballgame.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
Pacheco once more. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line.
Calling a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal.
What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, if you're on the other side of the ball, you got to...
Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. A great play there. There to make the grab.
And the Steelers are finally on the board here in the fourth quarter.
And now it's blocked. This is going the other way. But he will not be able to bring this one back in the extra point attempt. Unsuccessful.
So even when they get a touchdown in this game, which hasn't really been a stellar contest for them, they can't even cap it off and kick the extra point.
Yeah, just not a whole lot going right for them in this game.
I know that when they get into film, this is going to be Exhibit A about how this game went for this team. No, we finally score. Can't even kick the extra point.
The Charger drive about to get going. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food, because that is something that you and I we enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could hope for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down.
Run! Set. Delta, set. B. Check the call, Set.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Chargers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And the kick team down there quickly. They don't have to run as far as they used to. And they're able to stop him before he can even make it to the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately,
and they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Bombers.
Here's Nix.
Open man is Ibuka. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the fourth quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a counter, you would have had plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Oh, he's got Ibuka. That's complete.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
They'll run here with Pacheco.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
Third and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Now here's a fake on the jet sweep as they'll go instead with Pacheco.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I think we call that season's greetings right there. He came up, pow, knocked him for a loss.
A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th.
They'll go for it. Here's Nix.
And it's incomplete. They could not convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and that will force a turnover on downs. The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, CD, you and I do a lot of games together, but it is pretty rare that we do a game of this margin. I mean, this has just been total domination from start until now, and I don't think they're going to take their foot off the gas at this point.
Do you think that on the sideline, some jokester said to one of his teammates, maybe a few of them, hey, we're up 50. Why not go for 100? You think maybe that line was uttered on the sideline? I can't believe what we're seeing here. An NFL game this lopsided.
Now flags, and we're going to get a delay of game. And they take a knee. And they will take a knee here. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points.